Test 1 2. Hi everyone, how you doing? So I'm just gonna walk you through some planting preparation that I'm doing here for spring. Um, it's still early here in southern Ontario. Generally, we wait until what is it? The beginning of April. Um, beginning of May to start planting our seeds. Seed packs usually say 4 to 6 weeks direct sow before last frost, and our last frost tends to be around what we call the May 24 Canada Day weekend. Um, it doesn't always fall on May 24, but basically the end of May we start planting seeds direct sow or transplanting from indoor or greenhouse to the ground. So first I will talk about some potted herb blends that I'm going to be preparing right now. I'll be planting these right away. Today is April, I think, 7, and I'm going to prepare a few pots of the same kind of herb blend for relatives, and probably one for myself as well. So I'll have some cilantro in there, parsley, and basil, and I'll have also some rosemary that I'll show you later on my Bayview window. I think that would be it for the herb pot. I don't go crazy because there's obviously not a lot of room in maybe like an 8-foot pot. So next up, I'll go through my garden prep. I think this year I will we're supposed to be moving from where we are right now the end of May, so all I can really prep as of now, and as far as May 24 ground planting, transplanting into the ground, I can't be doing that. So for now I'm looking at what I will be able to start growing in my little greenhouses. I have these little greenhouses that are not electrified. There's no electricity, no heat or lighting that runs into them. They're like little makeshift pallet greenhouses that can help you start a little bit earlier your outdoor garden season. So this last year I found it was hard to start seeds inside, grow the little plants and then transfer them outside. I lost a lot of them trying to do the climatizing outside and all that. So this year I'm just going to sow into small pots that I will let germinate in these little greenhouses, and I'll show that as I go along. I'm just giving you kind of a forecast of what's to come. So these will definitely be some of the seeds that I will be trying to start in those little greenhouses I have. I'm thinking once the temperature starts to be a steady 0 overnight, or maybe even a steady 3 degrees. Usually 3 degrees is still a bit of a risk. So one of those two, I don't know, I'll do some research, and I'm anticipating within another couple weeks, at the most, we'll be able to start start planting and leaving those pots out there, and they should be okay in that little greenhouse overnight. I will leave it open during the day and close it at night. And it stays pretty warm in there during the day. You definitely have to open it up. Everything will bake. It gets really hot. Has pretty much all day exposure until about 6 p.m. But anyway, so this is just some seeds from tomatoes last year. I'm not sure if they were Roma or beefsteak. Here's some Roma ones. I will be replanting. I picked my basically selection of the fittest. Picked the biggest and most delicious one. And flowers. I'll be planting some of that. Some cucumber seed. I don't think they were organic, but they were good cucumbers. I think I got from my dad or my grandfather last year. Some organic squash. These are from the store. This is a tropical plant. I didn't know the name, so I just drew it out. That I picked up along my walk one day in the neighborhood. Some plant along the sidewalk there. I just helped myself. Same thing with these from a rose bush. So gonna try that for the first time. Should be fun and exciting. And I do microgreens. So here are just some seeds that fell on the floor that I picked up, and I just keep these extra ones, even ones that I've sat in vinegar and water for a couple minutes and I didn't end up using. I don't know if they semi-sprout or whatever, so I don't take the chance. I just keep them aside, use them like as spare. So I'll plant like a bunch of these and then just weed out the smaller plants, the ones that aren't doing as well as they grow, right? If I plant maybe 5 to 10 in one pot, I'll end up keeping the tallest and most healthiest as people do. But normally, usually, people only plant 2 or 3 seeds. But broccoli is a very productive plant. Broccoli heads, well, not broccoli heads, but broccoli plants will, if left to seed, will get plenty of seeds. So their price is very low. So it's not a big waste, like to just plant more than less, to be on the safer side with broccoli. And they're very hardy too. So these definitely can go in the ground as soon as they hit like a few inches. I would put them in the ground. I did last year and they came out great. Same with cucumber, same with squash. I'm not sure what my peas are, but I'll also be doing some peas. Those are also always great to plant. Great source of natural nitrogen for the garden. Very important. Cucumber said. Yeah, that's basically it. As far as vegetables, I might check out the garden store if any are going to be open during this crazy time, if it's really necessary, if the situation doesn't get worse than it is. So here's a 10 by 20 tray that I have some broccoli microgreen seeds, or some broccoli seeds just germinating. I just laid them out today, sprinkled them in the tray today, and misted them, and they're just gonna sit under pressure here for about 24 hours till tomorrow to give a good root system. This is the first tray I'm doing this year, so I might have to brush up, but probably my next tray, or my second or third tray, I will be doing a video. Be sure to keep an eye on my channel. So this is my bay window plant collection. This stuff all survived all winter. Here's some rosemary. Rosemary is really good with going in and out, back and forth. It's so hardy. It was big. I basically neglected it, let it die, trimmed. I gotta trim it down a little bit more, but it still survived. Its little baby sprout up there, and it's coming in strong. My basil did phenomenal all winter. It's big healthy plant still. Um, I did use some organic coffee grind fertilizer for nitrogen a couple times, but like very little. I think my main benefit here with this window is that it's southern exposure, which really helps. That's basil, mint, aloe, um, little rosemary. Last started some parsley there, organic parsley, and yeah, my girlfriend's succulents. She's into succulents, so I plan on doing in the future. I'll do a couple of videos on splitting basil, on cloning basil and rosemary, basil, and yeah, mint is something that people rarely bring in for winter, but we like our mint, especially to do a mojito. I like my mojitos, once in a while some fresh mint, and where it's coming from, that it's not there's no pesticides on there. And we do have some little bugs on there, but they're harmless. Like, they stay on the plant and they wash off when you want. They don't really kill the leaves, so it's definitely harmless to us. Well worth it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I will do another video for the herbs pots that I will be preparing for my family. You see on the window back here, I put scrap plastic, like I think it's called polytarp, just for privacy, because my neighbor's window is not too far away. Girlfriend's cloning some more succulents over there. Alright everyone, so thanks for tuning in again, and be sure to check out my other videos. I have a lot of different kinds of videos. I'm really just experimenting with different kinds of videos, different genres, and I'd like to hear what you think. Yeah, lots to come. I'm planning on, as I mentioned, a few other videos I will just keep uploading as I move along with my garden preparation and planting and maintaining. I can do some microgreen videos, and I also do some gardening work for people. I have some clients that I will be showing different gardening techniques, weeding techniques. I do raking, pruning, mulching, lots of that kind of stuff that I'll be posting some videos as well. So please give us a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay in the loop on my when my new videos come out. Alright, thank you, have a good day.